right, let's talk about bonus points. To get your bonus point for this video, we're going to be counting polka dots. So there are 2 of them already. Make sure you keep a tally off to the side. We're going to talk about fractions greater than 1 and mixed numbers and how to go back and forth between them. So that's why I kind of did this little arrow here, because we're going to go from fractions greater than 1 to mixed numbers and then back again. So first, let's talk about a fraction greater than 1. I do have a video on fractions greater than 1, quick, less than 5 minutes. Go take a look at that one. But a fraction greater than 1 is any fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator. The numerator is greater than the denominator. That is a fraction greater than 1. If you talk to someone else, they may call it an improper fraction. Well, improper kind of implies that it's wrong. It's not wrong. It's just greater than 1. And we don't always have to simplify unless we're looking for an equivalent fraction. A mixed number is a number where you have a whole number and a fraction. So it's mixed. 2 wholes and another 1/3 will give me a mixed number. So how do we go back and forth between these two things? Let's not pay attention to this anymore. Those were just examples. But we are going to come down here. We're going to write that 11/3 again. We're now going to take that fraction greater than 1. We're going to make it a mixed number. We're going to find something equivalent. And so we can do a skip count by 3. 3 is what my whole is. Again, if you don't know about skip counts, you need to go watch that video too. Skip counts will help you get through everything, especially if you don't know your multiplication facts so well. So now what I'm going to look at in my skip count is getting to 11 without going over. This goes over, so there's 11 without going over. And that's the 1, 2, 3, the third skip count. So 3 is my whole number. So I pulled out 9 to make that 3. So 11, when I pull out the 9, I only have 2 left over. So 2 becomes my new numerator. 3 stays my denominator. So here's a fraction greater than 1, and here is the equivalent mixed number. I'm going to show you in a minute how to go back and forth again, but let's move on to that mixed number that I showed you as an example in the beginning, 2 and 1/3. For 2 and 1/3, you're still going to use 3 as your denominator, but you have something cut into 3 pieces. But I have 2 of that something, 2 wholes. So if I have 2 wholes, I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. So I'm going to shade this in. 6 pieces are shaded. So that's what that 2 represents. It actually means 6 pieces out of that are partitioned into thirds. But I also have, oops, that's a little too big, a third left over. There's that 1/3. So altogether, I have 6, 7 pieces that are cut into thirds. So my fraction greater than 1, equivalent to 2 and 1/3, is 7/3. Here's the trick on that. Now that you see what it looks like, let's do the trick. You're going to say 3 times 2. We're going to move in a clockwise motion. 3 times 2 is 6. Continue moving in that clockwise motion and add the 1. 7/3. Let me just show you that again. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Third stays the same. Let's move back to this one. Let's try to take it back to 11/3 using that little trick. So 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 more, 9, 10, 11. 11, the denominator stays the same, 11/3. I hope this video helped you understand how to take a fraction greater than 1 and turn it into a mixed number, and then take a mixed number and turn it right back into a fraction greater than 1. I hope you've been counting your polka dots so that you can get your bonus point.